thinking about the reality and what kind of happens in real life, we are now living in a very uncertain times. I mean, on one side you can say there's always uncertainty in whichever time you're living in, but definitely now more than at least a couple of past years, we're seeing this. So what is the actual real life value of planning in these uncertain times, and do you actually do you do it, or how to plan it properly in these crazy times?
I see where you're going. I appreciate the question, by the way. Sure, I mean, if you don't even have a bicycle to make it to the train station, it's a bit hard to plan your trip to Disneyland. I can definitely see where you're going, but he, I want to answer in a way to say, if you don't know what to do when opportunity shows herself, chances are that opportunity is just passing by. Number one. Number two, planning is not just dreaming. Planning is not something that looks nice on a PowerPoint presentation. That's not the kind of planning we do. Um, there is people that talk about business plans all the time, and us, like me and my associates, we start working when they stop talking. So once that business planning is off the table and we actually go into details, this is what we call it planning. That's why we always add this financial planning. We're not doing business planning. We are not doing business modeling. Whole different story. That's PowerPoint. That's it's very important because it's at the beginning of most of innovation.
Yeah.
But that's not what we do. We start with numbers. And in uncertain times, what we do is we have different scenarios because it's uncertain how it happens. But still, for us, planning is preparing. It is setting goals and it is preparing. And again, it is knowing your drivers. So now, what we believe, why it's so important, or why it's so relevant in certain times, or in certain markets. I mean, we're working also with developing markets. You have to observe what happens, right? So only if you have a plan and you have some benchmarks and you know approximately where you think it's heading, and then you check it through the reality or against reality, then you get a feeling of tendencies. And observing that is like, see, if you're trading in stocks, you don't just buy and sell. You're observing. You're trying to figure out the market. You're trying to figure out the next move. You're trying to figure out the next opportunity. You're trying to be one step ahead. Planning, budgeting, business performance management, all that toolbox full of things that help you run your business with numbers. We're doing the very same thing. We're trying to be one step ahead. We're always trying to see it coming and to navigate around the obstacles. And uncertain market, uncertain times, it's exactly the time to do that. As I said before, since March, we have more business recovery cases than we have, let's say, startups or new companies. Because things are changing fast, things are changing dramatically. So what are you going to do? And here is what I'm saying. Those who know their numbers are that one step ahead to at least anticipate something. That doesn't mean it happens like this. Probably I'm not saying that it is the one formula that helps you navigating through every crisis. That's not what I'm saying. I don't want to be quoted like this. I'm saying it gives you a better chance to stand it. As long as you do not dream around, but you take it serious, I'm saying it gives you a much better chance to stand it. If eventually you will make it or not does not depend just on a spreadsheet. I mean, there is a lot of aspects. But from my personal experience, how should I put it? I've never seen a company going through rough times who did not have the numbers in order. And those who did, different aspects. But everyone who survived until now had their numbers down to the single day in a spreadsheet. That's how I see it. Yes. That will
Perfect.
answer your question. Yes, it does. Right.
Yeah,
Okay.
it sounds really nice.